everyone. So today let's see how to apply for Safaricom medium term notes, green notes. That is corporate boards in simple terms. My name is Peter Chege, and that's my WhatsApp number just in case you want to reach out. 0723 384 775. Those who are outside the country, still the same number. You can put the country code. So first of all, what is a board? A board is just a loan, but instead of borrowing from the bank, either a government or a company borrows from you as the investor. So instead of them going to the bank, that is a government for government boards, or a company, in this case Safaricom for corporate boards, instead of them going to the bank to borrow, they come to you as the investor. You loan them their money. In this case, Safaricom, they already listed a tenancy. They can't list through an IPO again to get money from the investors. The best they can do is to issue a rights issue, where every investor is entitled to additional shares at a premium, at a lower price. But again, that comes with other challenges. So the easiest is to issue a board where you as the investor, you buy that board from Safaricom. You give them your money. Then every 6 months, they'll be paying you interest. Then at the end of that board, as you see, they return full money back to you. So when you buy board, you're lending money to the issuer. Issuer is a borrower, either the company or the government. The issuer agrees to pay you interest regularly. That interest is called coupon. It is the most important because it tells you the returns you get. Then at the end of the board life, that is at the maturity. If the board is 5 years, so the maturity is 5 years. After 5 years, they will return full capital. That is the principal. That is the amount that you loaned. Like let's say you give Safaricom, the minimum is 50,000, assuming you give them 50,000. So you'll be getting interest every 6 months until 5 years. At the 5th year, they will return back your 50,000 plus the final interest. So that interest is paid directly to you. So basically, it's a company borrowing money from you. They pay you interest. At the end of the maturity, they return money back to you. Within that period, they have used that money now for whatever project they were raising that funds for. So then why would a company or government issue boards? One, to raise funds for the project or expansion or refinancing the debt. For Safaricom, they are borrowing for a project. So instead of them borrowing from the bank where the rates are high, they borrow from you as the investor. Remember, loans from bank keep on fluctuating as the interest rates keep on adjusting. For you, it is fixed. If they say it's 10.4, 10.8, that's what you'll be getting until the end of that period, unless you decide to sell in the secondary market. So it's a win-win. They get the money, invest, you get paid the interest. That interest, otherwise, it would have gone to the bank. So then, what is a medium-term note? Medium-term note is a type of corporate bond. We have seen corporate bond is where you loan money to the company. So it is a type of corporate bond issued by a company to raise money from the investors. So medium-term means it's usually 3 to 10 years, but for Safaricom it's 5 years. We had here beer, which have already been included in your CDSE account. If you have not received your allocation, make sure to contact Image Registrar. They are the ones who have been handling that. So investors raise money to the company, then the company pay back interest. That interest is called coupon every year until maturity. So why then is Safaricom raising this money, issuing these green notes? It's raising long-term funds to finance environmental friendly, that is green projects, environmental friendly. So instead of borrowing expensive loans from banks, they come to you as a public. They tell you, I want you to give you my money, to give you your money to me. I'll be giving you a fixed interest every 6 months until maturity of that loan. So these green notes will help Safaricom align with global sustainability goals. So then, why investors might be interested? First of all, there is a fixed interest, 10%, 10.4% per year for 5 years. But then it's paid twice a year, May and November, just like EABR board. So every May and every November, you get some interest paid by the directly to the details you have given on your application or on your CDSC account. So it will be listed at NSE, meaning after allocation, it will be listed for trading. If you want to sell, you can sell before maturity, either at a higher price, capital gains, or if you need your money early, and maybe it is emergency, you might sell at the prevailing price, which may be at a loss. That's why it's always good to wait for maturity. If you have no purpose of using that money, don't try to sell in the secondary market, because it is a hassle. You have to go through your broker. That broker needs to look for somebody to buy that board, then you sell. So it also gives you opportunity to invest in sustainable development. Remember, you're investing in environmental friendly projects. So key highlights from Safaricom Green Notes. Let's see the announcements, what it is. First of all, the issuer is Safaricom company, which you already know, the one that is trading at NSE. And this is different from shares. Shares, you are shareholder. This is loaning money to them. There is no correlation between the two. It won't even have effect on the pricing. Unless you people now start buying shares thinking that the price will go up in future. No, there is no correlation. But because of demand and supply, you might end up affecting the share market. This is not share market. It is the bonds market. So Safaricom is borrowing money, promising to pay interest, 10.4% annually. Tranche, the size is 15 billion. That is the amount, the maximum amount they want to raise. However, it includes a green shoe option of 5 billion. What that means, if there is high demand, there is oversubscription, they can accept extra 5 billion. Like what happened with EABR, it was oversubscribed, but they allocated everyone. Tenor is 5 years. So your money stays invested for 5 years by Safaricom. Then you receive your money back 2030. So there is a fixed rate, that is the interest they are paying, 10.4%. So 10.4% times the amount that you invest, if it is 50,000. That interest is paid semi-annually, every 6 months. And it doesn't change, it is fixed. From now all the way 5 years, it will be started at 10.4%. And it is paid every 6 months. As I have said, semi-annually. Most of the corporate boards, that's how they pay. Minimum amount is 50,000. That is the smallest you can invest. If you want to invest more than that, then it is in multiples of 10,000. That is 60, 70, all the way to the maximum you can afford. So if you have 100,000, you can put it. 120, 5 million, or whatever amount you have, but minimum 50,000. If you put 50,000 and you want to do top up before allotment, you can go again and make adjustment and make additional deposit to post it maybe 60, 50, with a 50 now to 100, depending on the amount you want to invest. Status, it is a senior unsecured. Senior means it's paid before ordinary creditors in case of liquidity. In case Safaricom is ever liquidated. What this means, let's say Safaricom is not able to perform. It's not in operation and it is liquidated. and people need to be reimbursed. Remember, in shares, it is the creditors who are paid before the shareholders. So you first pay the people you owe before you pay out shareholders. In board senior, it's the opposite. It is you as the people who have loaned the money who are paid first. As I have said, in shares, creditors are paid, shareholders then they are paid the amount that is left. In this board, in case Safaricom goes down, it is you as the people who have given the board to Safaricom, who have bought this board, who are paid first before creditors are paid. So that's the advantage. Then it's unsecured. This is the most important. It's not backed by any collateral. It relies on Safaricom's credit strength. It's unlikely you see these companies defaulting. They don't default. They are strong companies. Then after that, the board will be listed at NSE for trading. That is after the offer process. The notes now will be able to trade at NSE, and it will not trade on the digital platforms or the same platform shares trading. There is a boards trading system. So you can then sell your boards before maturity, that's before the 5 years, if you need your money. And that will be subjected to boards market prices. So we have said green notes. What are they? Green notes are boards where money is raised and must be invested in environmentally sustainable projects. These are some of the projects which maybe Safaricom may be looking at based on their sustainable finance framework. Renewable energy projects, energy efficient networks and infrastructure, e-waste management and recycling. Why green financing is popular? First of all, global shift towards sustainability. It attracts investors who want returns and also those who are aligned to environmental impact. It also helps company access cheaper financing while managing ESG standards. So then, how will the Safaricom use these funds? I think they have already disclosed 100% the money is going to eligible green projects. They'll be publishing reports showing how they have spent, the impact of those funds, and also the benefits, the environmental benefits. So this gives you the investors confidence that the funds are used responsibly. So who then should be investing? One, it's ideal for income focused investors. Those who are looking for predictable semi-annual income. Every 6 months, you want to be receiving some money in free, because they have your money, 50,000, so they are paying you that interest without you selling the board. Long-term board investors, those people who are comfortable rocking funds for 5 years. If you are comfortable rocking those funds for 5 years, but you receive semi-annual income, then this is a board for you. Then investors who are comparing treasury bills and boards, corporate boards. The coupon is competitive versus most of the corporate boards and government papers. Remember, there are those which you pay tax. This one is tax-free. Anyone who wants low risk, stable returns. Remember, in shares, price can move. While in bonds, remember, you already know your returns unless you want to sell in the secondary market. Then those people are looking to support projects that are environmental friendly. There are people who do that. They want to put their money and invest where they want to see results. So then how do you apply? We'll do the practicals shortly. Let's first know what you need. You need to confirm you have your CDSE account and it needs to be active. A CDSE account for shares. It's the same one that is being used here. So you must have a CDSE account to hold this board, but it is the CDSE account for shares. If you already buy shares, that is the account. It's not the one for CBK. If you don't have one, you can always open immediately. Most of the brokers, they have digital platform. You can check AB Trader. You just need to fill in your KYC details. Once you submit, that's it. After you receive your CDSE account, now you are ready to start applying. There is no money you are sending to the broker if you do it online. Huh? Everything is digital. I want us to go to the application page. However, you can also do through USSD, but I would highly discourage these. Huh? If you make mistakes, then there may be consequences. Huh? *483 *810 hash. That is the USSD. The link, it's there, safaricom.board.e-offer.app. Let's go to the link. We make our application. So Chrome, let me just open Chrome. Hopefully you can see my screen. So we go to Safaricom board.e-offer.app. I will leave this link in the description of this video. So note, the first important thing is to know who is the issuer, how much they are looking to raise, the use of proceeds, and taxation. However, Green Notes will be tax exempt. So there is no tax you are paying. You don't need a broker to apply. There are also information memoranda and pricing supplement which you can check on your free time. Again, interest rate 10.4, tenor 5 years. So how to apply? There is that USSD. You dial the USSD, agree to terms, select new application, then proceed. However, there is this option for online. It's one I want us to use. So you already have 9 days left. 9 days left. Minimum 50,000, incremental 10,000. So interest payable semi-annual. So we click apply. Again, read terms and conditions. Make sure you scroll to the end. Then you accept. I want us to start from scratch. You click on new application. So you put your number and email address. Then you solve the question quickly. The answer may depend on what you have on your side. Then you click submit. Remember, the number needs to be valid. So submit. Then we proceed with the application. And it's not a must you pay right now. You can apply today, then you make your payment later. But make sure everything is done before the final date. Otherwise, you'll be rocked. So once you apply, you start the application, you get an email from an SMS and also an email from image registrar. They are the ones who are handling this application. Safaricom registrar is image. In case you have any issue, you can always call that number for image registrar. And please note the timing so that you don't call after hours. So the first thing, there is a serial number. This is the unique number for your application. Note it somewhere because you may need it. Applicant type, it depends whether you are applying as an institution, that is as the company. As a placement agent, it's not you. This is on behalf of, this could be a broker who is applying on behalf of the client. An individual or a broker, again, applying on behalf of the client. For us, it is individual. Unless your CDSE account is a company account. Then you put your full names as they are in your CDSE account. Full names. The 3 names. If you have 2 names, 2 names. Then email address, then your postal address. Let me just use, I want to change this so that you don't use that postal address. Then the city. CDS agent, this is the broker. You click on it, select the broker. In my case, it will be AIB Access. So you note this is different from EABL. EABL you needed to do the code. Here it's just the broker name. Make sure you select the broker you have a CDSC account with. If you don't know the broker, call CDSC, get to know your broker code. Then here you put your CDSC number. Just put the number, it will feed in the zeros. Then placement agent, just leave it as it is. There are 3, just leave it as default. Then ID number, you put your ID number, if it's a company incorporation number, you can just put some details. Then the country, then your telephone number, make sure it is correct. And make sure email address and mobile number are correct and they are reachable. If there is any issue, image registrar will call you before they close the application. Please make sure these details are correct. It's your money you are putting in. Then postal code and then country. Then investor pool. Very important. If you selected individual, you select local individual. If you are Kenyan. If you are East Africa individual, EI. If it is East Africa company, EC. Foreign company, FC. Foreign individual, FI. Local corporate, LC. It depends on how your account was opened. If you selected as a local individual, if you are an individual person, a Kenyan, it's local individual. If you are in the other 3 or 4 East Africa companies, EI. So if you are Kenyan, don't select EI, select LI. Please again, a Kenyan, LI. Uganda, Tanzania, Somali, and the rest, EI, if you have a CDSC account. If you are outside the country, a foreigner, outside East Africa, then it is FC, FI. If it is a Kenyan company, LC. Please don't try to joke with this selection. Otherwise, you may start having issues with allocations. I am assuming everybody is a Kenyan local individual. If you are a foreigner, and when I say foreigner, passport number here is not a Kenyan passport. That's when you select the other options. If ID or passport is a Kenyan, whether living outside the country or not, you are local individual. As long as you have a Kenyan ID or Kenyan passport. Please don't try to select any other option. It's your money. Then the next step is the application. The notes you are applying for. How much are you paying? If it is 50,000, you just put 50,000 here. Notes applied for 50,000. That is the minimum. If you are going for the minimum. So it will tell you the amount that you're supposed to pay. If it is 60,000, remember it is in multiples of 10. If it is 60 million, 630,000, 6 million, make sure the amount is correct. So let me pick minimum 50,000. Then where do we want referred to go to? In case it is oversubscribed, even above the green notes, the 5 billion, and they need to make refund, where does that refund go to? It's either a bank, a Kenyan bank, or you have an international bank. A bank, so you select Kenyan bank if you have a Kenyan bank, then select your bank, let's say it's Access Bank, then the branch. Make sure the bank account is correct because that's where the details will be sent. Investor name, remember you captured it in the previous screen. If it is erroneous here, go to previous, correct the name. Make sure these details are correct. Don't play around with your money. So once you select that, you click next. So you have made the application. This is where the payment is needed. When you are making application, you are not paying the broker here. You are paying directly to Safaricom account. So they have different options. For bank details, you pay Stanbic, Chiromo, that is the account number. Safaricom, DMTN. You are paying directly to Safaricom. You are not paying anybody else. So those are the details for bank payment. So you make either EFT or TGS. you get confirmation. That slip you get from the bank or the email, or the SWIFT confirmation, the PDF sent via email, is what you attach. If it is M-Pesa, you make sure it is through that pay bill. Account number as it is there. Amount payable, you already have seen the pending amount, is what you are paying. Once you pay, there is that confirmation message from M-Pesa. If you are using M-Pesa app, take a screenshot. However, if you are applying through the broker, that's what it's called, GPS. So once done, you have already, it's prepaid. You have to first make a payment, otherwise you need to come back and edit. Once you have paid, then you come down here, select payment. If it is RTGS, then you click check payment. It will check whether you have already paid. The whole process is automated. If it is M-Pesa, mobile money, select the provider, M-Pesa, the number you have paid to. Click pay via M-Pesa. So you have two options for M-Pesa. Go to pay bill, put in those details, or you just put your number here, then the number you're paying with, then you click pay via M-Pesa. You get an STK push. So if you click yes, you get a PIN pop up on your phone. Successfully. So if I put my PIN, it will just clear the pending payment and it will show the amount paid. However, you can click pay later. But make sure if you are clicking pay later, once you click save, you come back and check payment made. You can always come and sign in back. Edit the application, click check payment made. It will validate. If it is paid, then amount paid will update and pending amount will clear. So once you do that, you need to come and upload supporting documents. Very important. In the EABL, most of us we didn't upload anything. For this one, make sure you upload. Go to the document, you upload copy of ID. Make sure you have a saved copy in the format that is allowed, PDF, Word or image. You browse and attach, then you click upload document. Let's say I attach that, then you click upload, it will be added. The next thing is proof of payment if it is not via M-Pesa. If you made through bank, click proof of payment, attach the SWIFT confirmation, send on your email. EFT, again, you attach. If there is any other supporting document you may want to attach, like bank statement or anything, just make sure you attach. Then you click next. This is where now you submit. Make sure you have confirmed and read the terms and conditions. These are very important because they specify what will happen. After that, make sure you confirm the details, and if it is M-Pesa, put the transaction code difference. Make sure you put that code from M-Pesa. Is that code that comes with the M-Pesa message. As it is, just put there. If it is bank and it asks for payment transaction code, the code received from the bank, key in there, then you click submit application. You have completed. You just wait for confirmation. If, however, you want to pay later, you can click next to save the application. Then you can come in later, edit the application. Let me just use maybe that. So you can come in later and edit and make sure all fields are filled. If it doesn't allow you to submit, there is something you have left. Like mine, I know I have not done a few details. You can always come and edit, click next, next, next. Make sure you submit application. Make sure the application is correct. So that's how you apply. And after you submit, be on the lookout for email from image registrar and any call from that number. Don't try to block this number. And if you see this number calling you, 0709 170 000, please pick the call. It's your money. They could be calling to confirm something. Yeah? Make sure you pick that call. So that is the application process. You wait for allocation. Once it closes, once the offer closes, I think we can check the details. Let's just go back to the main page. Safaricom offer. You just click on, let's click on information memoranda. It's a PDF, open. This has all the details of the board, including where it will be invested and other details. I'll be doing a blog post. You can start by for that. Related to this book, so that you also know what you are getting into. So basically, let's see whether there are details on the offer. These are all the details. I'm just looking for the dates. Hopefully they are here. These are financials. I'll be doing a full detailed tutorial on these, so don't worry about those. It has all the details you need. Remember, you are an investor loaning your money to Safaricom. You need to know what they are doing with your money. It is 272 pages. I don't think I may want to go through this. Let me see the pricing supplement, whether it has details. Just looking for the other dates. Registrar, again, as I've said, is an image registrar. Interest 10.4% per annum, and it is fixed. If they default, then they pay you an extra 2%. So every December 11th you get interest, and 11th June. So this is the beauty of it. If you applied for EABL, so EABL in November, then in December you're receiving interest from Safaricom. Remember, Safaricom also, as a shareholder, if you have shares, you'll also be receiving dividend as and when they are announcing. There's a lot you need to know about this market. So I'm trying to look for the dates. So these are the dates. Offer opened on 25th November. It will close on 5th December. 25th November is when it opened. 5th December is when it is closing. 8th December is when the allotment will be done, and notification for allotment will be done on 9th December. That's when you know whether you have received or not. Issue date and payment date now is 11th December. Will be uploaded in your CDC account on 15th December. You should be able to see them in your account. That is on the portal or the app from 16th December. After that, now you can trade in secondary market if you want to sell. So all these details are available on that application portal. We have completed the application process. So let's go through a few more slides. Then if you have any question, I'll leave the links to my social media profile, where you can always reach out on WhatsApp. I've given my number. There is a channel which you can join. So let's continue with the presentation. So is this board the interest? Does it have tax? It is tax free. There is no tax. There is no tax you're paying. It's because it is an infrastructure note. It's under infrastructure notes, which enjoys zero withholding tax. So there is no withholding tax. The 10.4% is the actual returns. What this means is you receive full 10.4% interest with no deduction. So 10.4% times your 50,000. You divide that figure by 2. That amount you receive in June, the other one now in December. In full. You can't get this anywhere. even in money market fund. There is always management fees and tax, withholding tax. For this one, there is no tax at all. So your semi-annual coupon is paid in full. So compared to other corporate bonds, bank deposit, even money market fund shares, yeah, this is one of the best returns you can ever get. It's even more competitive than even treasury bonds. But remember, those ones, they have 15 or 10% withholding tax. This one, there is no tax you're paying. One of the best. So what happens then when you apply? Allotment will be done. You receive an SMS and email. You have seen the dates. Board will be credited to your CDSE account. You'll be able to see it under your portfolio valuation. Then interest will be paid semi-annually in June and December. For this one, it's June and December. Then it will be listed for trading at NSE. If you want to withdraw early, you can sell in secondary market. But in 2030, Safaricom fully refunds your money. But every investment always has some risks, which you may need to know. One, it is unsecured. Remember, Safaricom financial strength is what you are betting on. Interest rates, risk. If they go up, your 10% interest may become less attractive. But you don't need to worry. Even if interest rates goes to 15, remember they are fluctuating. If they go back to 9, you remember yours is fixed 10.4. You never lose. So you have a fixed interest 10.4%. Then liquidity, however, it is the work of your broker now to look for a buyer. If you are selling. If you want to buy from the market, it's the broker to look for a seller. Then if you want to sell in between, prices may fluctuate beyond the capital gains you have wanted to receive. You may sell at a discount. And as I said, if you have any question, you can leave in the comment section for this video. There is also a community section on YouTube where you can just ask a question or to answer, and others can come in and help in that discussion. However, I have a WhatsApp community. It's called My Wealth Guide KE. Link in the description of this video. I'm always available to assist you. I've also created a Facebook group where we can discuss. If you're on Facebook page where you can follow if you don't want to join any group. Twitter, I'm there, and still My Wealth Guide KE. All these are My Wealth Guide KE and Jantasad Studio. Jantasad Studio is a company training under My Wealth Guide KE. I'm also on Discord, where now we can have free discussion. LinkedIn, I'm there. WhatsApp channel I created. The other one had some issues. Unfortunately, there are people who don't want to see you proceed and grow in life, so they came and flagged. I noticed who they were. Unfortunately, they could be people I'm connected with, so I discontinued that channel. So don't be worried why I'm bringing back channel. This new channel have full control on my side. I'm also on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and other social media. Thank you so much. Let's meet in the next one. And remember, if you want to reach out, link in the description. You can always support the channel through that Pochi 0717 446 573. This channel is not affiliated with any broker. It's for purely trading. That's also my WhatsApp number. You can always reach out. Any assistance, I'm always available anytime. Just send me a message on that WhatsApp number. I'm free, I'm available. Any product you want to know in the investment capital markets. I work with a stockbroker EIB Access, so whatever I'm training you is from the market. And remember, there's a training I've done, a post I've done on Uchumi, and it is attracting some good and also some negative comment. Before you invest, I will do a full video on this. Before you invest in shares, my friends, please don't follow what is on social media. For credible information from the market. Most people out there making noise don't know how the market works. Uchumi is not a share to buy. I'm not doing this in bad faith. We had umeme. People are still buying, and I'm asking myself, what is umeme left to do? It's a 6 bob. You are still committing your money. You expect that share to go up. The company, they are looking for what to do next. That tells you it is technically gone. Then the next thing, the price will go to 3. 1 bob, 0 point. Will you ever sell? It's money you are rocking. Please, please. Uchumi. They just collected rent from some of the buildings they have rented in some of the land they own. That is not their main business. Uchumi is a supermarket. They only have 2 branches. We are in December. You'll be hyped, guy. You'll be hyped now. They will make profit. It's because it's Christmas. People will buy. Will they make profit? Yes, they will announce. Why? Because they don't have a lot of expenses. They have reduced their branches. They have reduced staff. They will announce a profit which they can't give as dividend just because it is festive season. But what will happen after January? Do you have to wait for another December? My friends, even if somebody is telling you it will go to 2 bob, aye, my friend, the miracle have to happen. You just ignore that noise. Let it go to 2 bob, knowing yes, you lost that opportunity, but your money is secure somewhere. Buy shares that have fundamentals. Companies that will give you dividend. Let me tell you, don't even chase prices in this market. You'll be frustrated. Don't chase the prices. Capital gains, capital growth. You invest knowing I'm buying this company to get returns in form of dividend. What am I trying to say? Buy dividend stocks. When they appreciate in price, nobody should tell you, even the broker reports when they tell you sell, don't sell, go to portfolio valuation. Check whether you have made gains. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. Go to portfolio valuation. What profit have I made? Do I want to take this profit? If yes, sell. If not, if that profit is less than dividend, wait for dividend. Don't sell based on hype and information anyway. First check portfolio valuation before you sell. Before you buy, check what company does, how they make money, how they make profits. Those profits is what they share as dividends. If they make money, that profit is what they use to grow company. If a company cannot grow, don't be right. There is somebody who bought Uchumi at 0.3, and they can tell you, they are actually telling you on social media, I bought at 0.3. If you go to 2 bob, it's at 0.9 right now. Is there surprise? No. If you can't buy right now when it is 0.9, who tells you you sell at 2 bob? You will not get buyers. Supply will also block and push the prices down. You come even below 0.9, you come to 0.2, yet you bought at 0.9. But at 0.2, when you are buying, even now 0.9, those who are bought at 0.3, they are actually selling to you. They can't tell you, you can't see who you are selling to. Just go to any broker platform. I work with broker. I'm the pioneer behind the IB Digitrader app and portal. In other platforms you are seeing in IB. So I know everything that happens behind. The details you are seeing, or even on I wish I can do this live. I think in the next training I must do this as live so that you understand. Market depth, the order quantities you are seeing there is not the real orders which are in the market. There is something called disclosed quantity. Brokers put that, you can't put that. If they have a share of 1 million order quantity, they will show you 20,000 or 5,000 or even 1,000. You think the share is 1,000, that's what is in the market. But behind that order there is 1 million waiting. It is clearing slowly. Just tell me, you have FTT in That is last traded time, and there is last quantity. Just check at the last quantity whether there is anywhere you see 1 million. You will never see. You will be seeing 200, 100. But go to scroll, if you are on online part, scroll to the side where there is turnover. You see 1 million being reported. Volume 1 million. You will never see it in RTT and last quantity because of something called disclosed quantity. That's why I'm saying, ignore that noise. Today there is somebody who put 1 million shares to buy Uchumi, and it's not just one person, there are many people. I'm asking myself, somebody is committing that money there, and you can see there is no supply. You're actually struggling to buy. You have broke the board. My friends, if you're struggling to buy that share, what guarantees you have? What guarantees you sell? Supply will also block demand. They will not buy because they know price will go down. This is illiquid stock. There is liquid and illiquid stock. Liquid stock is where supply is always available and demand. Where there is that screen that is split into two, demand and bid and offer, bid and ask, or depending on the platform you're using, that screen is the one that tells you whether the stock is liquid. Uchumi is not. Today, check. This is the 4th consecutive day they are broken, pushing the prices up, but because of social media hype. There is nobody to sell shares to. They are waiting for the prices to go to 1. They sell, and they get out. They go to comfortable stores. Don't chase prices. You will lose money. It's better you regret not buying that Uchumi at 0.3 and not selling it at 2 bob. I know that is good mathematics, but you avoided losing your money. The people who are hyping you on social media, they bought a 0.3. They're even telling you I bought a 0.3. So they're hyping you to come and start buying slowly. Push the prices up when it reaches 2 bob. You're struggling to sell yet they are the ones who sold it to you at 1 bob. Who will you sell at 2 bob? Who will be willing to buy Uchumi? Mumias was there. It's a pain. It was a pain. I was lucky to notice the price going down from 30s to 13. I decided I would lose half. Otherwise, I would have been forced to sell at 0 points and losing 30. That's something shillings per share, or I'll be suspended with my shares. Where I can't sell, where I can't do anything, I'll just wait for God mercies until the next government that comes in decides, let's revive Mumias, let's come back. Rice Sugar wanted to buy Mumia, somebody went to court to block. While he's trying to help Mumia Sugar investors, somebody with his there are people who don't like others benefit. Somebody is buying you out, somebody is blocking. Uchumi is headed that direction if you are not aware. It's just helping. Even Mumias, it would be built, it would go back to 10. We would buy thinking we would get something. Right now, I'm lucky I exited that. That's why I'm pained when I see people putting money in some stocks. Home Africa. Okay? Easy people, you have money, so you press that number, my friend. Anyway, we always say it's the investor to make decision. Whether I get backlash or not, I will tell you as it is. Don't put money where you burn your feet. Uchumi. 2 branches. You expect them to make profit. They are relying on rentals. That's not their core business. They have expenses to do. Just look at that post I did for Uchumi. Don't commit with your money where you know you will lose it. Huh? Instead of putting money on Uchumi, that 1 million, give it to Safaricom board and go and relax. You receive your 1 million back after 5 years. In between June and November, you'll be receiving free money, interest, tax free. It's a choice you make. For Uchumi, I will make noise as much as I can until people stop losing money. You'll be rocked with that money. Some of these penny stocks, if it is not Kenyari or CIC, the rest keep off. Don't try to play with market. You're being told the market is at its highest. It's not at its highest. Market was, in 2024, was on bear run. Prices were shot down after finance bill 2024. That is the truth. When you go to any site check, most of the shares 2024 around March, June there, that's when prices slammed down because of that finance bill. Why? Most companies were affected. If that bill passed, it would have had grave consequences to most of the corporates. People lost confidence because of tax implications. Investors left, prices went down. Market have recovered after the peeling of that finance bill 2024 and 2025. I think we are already on 2023. It's the one that is active here. I'm not wrong. I'm not sure whether there is a new one. I think 2025 may have passed, but I don't think it's that serious. It's not like the one for 2024. That is the truth. Don't be told stocks, SG, they are rising high. They are going back to where they were before that, pre-2024. Elections, they affect the market, but not that a lot. Look at 2017. When we had, was it the time for narrow and void? Market was not affected, it was just a small drop, then market went back. Look at COVID, that's when companies started being affected. But again, prices didn't go down. Is it 2022? Nothing. 207, same thing. So what affected the market? Companies have been struggling from election period, COVID period, then somebody comes in, be it 2024. It's the one that stamped the market down. It was repealed. Market is now recovering. Prices have gone back. It is easy to make decision. Future, not now. It's all about fundamentals. Don't be right, my friends. Invest in dividend stocks. Any share that is giving you dividend, please treat it like a queen and a king. Don't sell unless you need that money urgent. Reinvest those dividends. Forget about prices. Right now, it's not about prices. Don't be told share will go from 60 to 70. Me, when I'm guiding somebody or when I'm giving my own recommendations on these groups, I usually do my own research. Detailed research. I've seen people trying to use ChatGPT. Why? I hope analysts are not using ChatGPT. Because some of the things I'm reading, you always ask yourself, is it just for us to be seen out there, or we are assisting investors? Let's take a good example. KPLC, Kengen, Coop, INM, they had dividend. If I told you those shares will appreciate with 5 bob, and I tell you I did analysis, I'll be lying to you. It's not about analysis. There is no technical thing there. Dividend, immediately a company announces dividend, prices will automatically shoot up because there is more demand as people try to get into dividends. Supply, they don't want to sell, they will hold. Prices are shot up. They can go even by 10% daily up until book closure. After book closure, why don't they tell you on book closure prices will slam down? It's given. Those are things. Prices will go up, ex-dividend date, they go down by same ratio of dividend. If it is 5 bob dividend, price will go down by 5 bob. Why? Because the people who are buying after dividend or next dividend, they are not qualified for dividend. That's why price goes down. Then market stabilizes, starts now to move based on fundamentals. Let's run this market. I've seen others Somebody reaching out and telling you, I don't need research. I need somebody to tell me what to buy and when to buy. You need to understand what you're buying. Go to social media, look what people are recommending. Right now it is Uchumi. Hyped. Okay. I mean, don't talk about Uchumi. Maybe I'll be back here with another story. When it has gone to 5 bob, as it's being hyped, and you didn't sell, you're not able to sell at 3 bob, at 2 bob, it comes down to 1 bob, below what you bought at, below back to 0.1. It is suspended. You still have shares. Who will you sell to? Before somebody tells you, don't do any research, ask yourself many questions. Before you buy any share, ask yourself, who will I sell to? If it is not giving you dividend, ask yourself, who will I sell to? If you don't have an answer to that, don't buy that share. If it is a dividend stock, don't even ask yourself that question. Dividend will be coming automatically. And those shares are the liquid ones. If you're asking yourself a question, who will I sell to? And you don't have that answer. It's the same question I want you to ask yourself. Am I able to buy this share? Go to Uchumi right now. It's being brought the highest. You can't buy above that. You are at mercy of somebody who is selling for you to buy. You are begging somebody to sell you. What does that tell you? You will be begging somebody to buy from you. Who will be buying Uchumi? Trust me. That is a share that is just operating at NS. And it cannot be delisted. Don't be lied. For share to be delisted, the company has to be declared bankrupt. Government can't allow that. That's why those shares, most of them, they trade at lower value, are never ready. Until such a time, the shareholder, you go and say, let's delist, let's get our money back. Let's liquidate the company. That's the only time. Or when it is bought out, but who wants to buy them? Start asking yourself hard questions. And when somebody tells you, buy this share, ask them who is selling. If somebody is telling you, buy Uchumi, ask them who is selling. Tell them, show me your entry point. What price did you buy at? And when you're selling, show me when you're selling. They could be telling you to buy because they are the ones selling to you. Then they'll be telling you, I rocked profits. Yes, they rocked profits with your money. And you are rocked with a share that you can't sell. They wait your prices to go down 0.3. When you panic, you want to sell. They are the ones now buying back. They come and hit you again. You want to buy again. My friend, don't lose money in stock market. I'll be doing both recorded videos and live trainings. I'll be back now fully Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays, and also other days of the week. Not just shares, boards, international markets, that is ETFs and international stocks. There is also Forex, CFDs, and all other investment products like pension, circles, how they work, because I'm a beneficiary of all those. Thank you so much, and remember to subscribe to this channel and reach out to my WhatsApp number. And I've said, instead of buying Uchumi, so you just bless that pochi. You people have money. Uchumi. Let's wait and see the noise that will come. I'm just watching. The share is being hyped. Mumias was there. Before you buy Uchumi, always let Mumias story ring. I'll come up with that tutorial on my blog post. Be sure again to look at my blog. My blog, it has all these. It has all these. Me, I want you people. I'm doing all this for free. I don't charge trainings. When I announce trainings, please come. They are free online. Even if it is Facebook, they are free. If you want to talk to me directly, it's free. I want you to know this information. I have, is it from around 20 years of experience in this market. I look young, but that is the truth. I entered this market when the same hype was there from years. So, my friends, let me the next time. I'll be sure to do more tutorials. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your time.